driving in ice, everyone. Wow, I did last night as well. Oh dear. I know to basically just... That was a deadly hill. I don't know if you could tell that was a hill on camera, but that one is always deadly. And wow, that was painful. No, it wasn't painful, but... Gears, very important. Slow clutch, everything. Everything's more careful. Yeah, I've seen things happen before. Yeah. Don't slam your brakes when in ice, whatever you do. Yeah, don't know why I'm filming this. This will be for the next VANBUILD episode, I guess. Yeah, there's a bit of snow in it. But the 29th of November is the day today. It's, yeah, quite snowy, I say. Where we live is like these country lanes and pheasants on the road. Those silly things. You probably can't hear me because of all the vibrations in the car because it's a really old car. It rattles along. It's a Ford, what do you expect? Yeah, but it seems to be alright, all terrain sort of thing. I've driven it through a few very muddy fields, long grass, ice, snow, snowy grass. Driven it through a lot, and it just goes. It even stops and starts in the snow and stuff. Like I can pull away. Pretty good. I do like this car. Icy road, be slow, concentrate. Yeah, basically, never do anything sudden in the ice. Or even just go that fast. Because you can't suddenly brake. If you're going that fast, it's going to take you a long time to slow down. Yes. These bits are alright. Last night, I went down this road on the left, coming up. You might be able to see it now. And that hasn't been gritted, and it's just black ice all the way down. This one just here. Yeah. It was scary driving on it, but you know, I knew it was going to be dodgy, that road, so I went down it, because you know, I'd like to get practice in driving in the ice. Just to build up my driving skills, sort of thing, you know. This whole road is now ice. I guess they only gritted it last night, and then overnight it's probably frozen because people drove on it. It wasn't like this last night. No more than 40 miles an hour. Corner, no more than 30 miles an hour. Van, no more than 20 miles an hour. It's an Iveco with a car on the back. Anyway, I'm sure you've heard enough of me rambling by now. I'm sure it's very boring. Oh look, the sun's come out. Doesn't that look nice? The sun, snow, in England, in the Midlands, not in the peaks or something, in the Midlands, in November. I didn't quite believe it when the snow started to settle. 2 days of snow we had. Crazy. Anyway, I'll speak to you guys later, and that'll probably be an update on the van. So sorry this is a random. Sorry if you're just joined the video and you don't know who I am. I'm Max. Go watch some of my previous videos that might be a bit more relevant to what you want. But yeah, this VANBUILD is coming along, and I've got to get a lot done this week. But the video last week didn't go up until Wednesday, which is actually in 2 days' time for me. I'm hoping I'll get it up then, because I didn't get it up yesterday. It's now Monday. Anyway, yes, snowy roads. Hope you guys had some snow and enjoyed it. That's 6 minutes of me rambling. I'm gonna go. So, good morning everyone, and welcome back to another video. I did start this video in the snow. So yeah, that was when it was really right. We had a little snowstorm in what was that, end of November now? Because it's only the 7th of December. Maybe it was the very beginning of December. But yeah, that was quite fun. I did enjoy that. But yeah, a lot has happened on the van since the last episode. To be honest, I've just really wanted to crack on with it and flipping get this van done, really. Yeah, it's I'd say, you know, a lot of people say it's going fast. I'd say it's going, you know, I'm happy with the speed, but I would prefer a little bit faster. But don't want to rush it either. So got all the switches in. You can see one back there, and you can see this control panel here, possibly, if it's not out of frame. I've got the skylight fascia up, so now I can shut this, which stops it being quite as glary. All the lights are dimmable, so brighter or dimmer or off. That's a bit better for the lighting, actually. I've got this recess box done over here with the window, and also this one. They're basically both done, and if you remember the last video, I was massively procrastinating, and I said even in that video that I was going to get it done. Yeah, didn't happen. And the kitchen, well, that's pretty much there. The only thing it needs is drawers and doors. Everything else is pretty much done for it. Oh, I got to plumb in the wastewater, but all the main plumbing's done. Sinks in, taps in. Yeah, so very, very nearly there. Got to clad the doors, because doors always get left, and slat everything and put the front on this bed. Yeah, really, really getting it. Oh, and obviously frame the top of this thing up here. Sorry for the cloudiness. It's because my camera's been cold again and it mists up while the lens mists up. Oh, speaking of lenses, I am getting a new one. So that was going to be very exciting. If I wanted to get a proper wide angle, one, it wouldn't have been a zoom lens, and I do find zooms quite useful. For anyone who's interested and knows about cameras, this is a 14 to 42mm lens. And to get anything like, they do a 12 to 60, so it goes even more zoomed in and even more zoomed out. So that's the one I want to get. But they don't, anything wider than 12mm doesn't zoom, which, like I said, is a bit annoying for me, and is really expensive, like 300 quid used, which I know is probably not that expensive, but it's expensive for me, because this camera costs 200 quid with a lens, 5 batteries, 2 chargers, a whole bag, lens cap, lens hood, everything you could want. So I'm gonna pick you up and show you around what I've done and demist the lens, because yeah, I've done quite a lot and you're probably interested seeing as you're watching this video, so I'll show you. So here's my little control panel. If I give you a little zoom in, you can see, excuse all the lists, as you can see I do have a lot of things to do, but yeah, so if I turn this on you might be able to see it a bit better, as you can see, and I can even, you know, give you a bit too much light. And then yeah, so it looks really nice. You've got diesel heater here, so you can quickly flick through that and reach it from bed as well, because the bed's just here. You've got your battery meter, nice and easy to see, and then this one is going to be the kitchen one, but there's no fuse in that yet, because this is the kitchen tail just here, sticking out of the wall. And this end one here also doesn't work, but it's just I've got, there's going to be an LED strip in the bed recesses. Speaking of the bed recesses, if you take a look over here, you can see, I need to paint this bit here, but other than that, you can see there's going to be rope round the window, and obviously this bit's cladded. There's going to be trim round of each of the recess boxes. Yes, this one's a bit silly, but you know, there was a structural beam there, so I didn't really know what else to do. And the ceiling's all varnished as well, and there's the skylight, so looking really nice. And yeah, these panels are just made out of oak, and these are touch switches I got online, so yeah. And then if we have a look over here, you can see the kitchen. So if I just position you there, see, that's fully zoomed out, so a bit annoying, but it is what it is. So yeah, here there's going to be a little cupboard door that's going to open that way. Long skinny cupboard, possibly good place for a bin. Maybe I'll build one into the door again, I'm not sure yet. 2 doors in front of the sink here, and then there's the fridge here, which is a chest fridge, so it's going to pull out on drawer runners. And then here you've got the corner above the water tank. So there's going to be a shelf going all the way top above the water tank, and then below, from here, this point down where this cardboard is going to be 2 drawers, and then this top bit will be a door that also opens. Here's the cooker. Have yet to test it. I do have the gas bottle, but it's at my mum's. And then under here as well, which you can't see, there's going to be 2 cupboard doors. Yeah, so it's all coming along. This is all framed out and looks really nice from the cab. This is my next job, is to clad the front and side of these seats. And then obviously the drawer is going to be here, that pulls out to make the extra bed. And then a bit of 9mm ply up there as a fascia where the table slides out, and there's going to be sockets and stuff. So yeah, it's very much getting there. I'm as I say, I'm mostly happy with the progress. And yeah, so I'm gonna crack on and get these bench seats done, and I want to build, well, start the drawers. If anything, get the drawers done. Sorry, it's very windy and rainy. As you can see, I've got tarp out there to like an awning so I can work outside, still chop pallets and stuff. But yeah, something's just fallen over. Gone thud. Anyway, I'll speak to you guys in a bit, and make sure you like this video and drop a comment to see what you think of my progress on the van and what you think of the van. And yeah, I'll see you in a bit. So now it's bloody hailing, and I'm trying to work just there. Excuse that. Good evening, everyone. So, where's best to stand? Probably here. A lot has happened, as per usual. We have the front of the bed in. We have a rope at the back of the van. We have drawer fronts coming together down here. We have a cooker permanent. I think you saw that. We got slats on the bench seats, and a big drawer here that pulls out for the bed, and we got light switches, and the sliding door, if I show you, is done. It looks pretty cool, I think. Look at that. I'm pretty happy with that. Boom. Anyway, yeah, it's getting there. I really want to get these drawers in tonight, and it's currently 10 past 9, because I've been at work, and then dinner, and then well, I got back at like 6:30 anyway, because I went to the shop to get a router bit, because I was doing these doors yesterday, and this just decided to snap in half at that joint. Not this one, this is the new one. I haven't used it yet, but yeah, it just decided to just go bang. I don't know why. But if I grab the one that it's broken, there you are. And the reason I'm starting in the middle is because I have to. Oh, if you've used routers before, tell me how to start in the middle of a bit of wood. Should I drill a hole? Should I just go down? Should I sort of wiggle it? I don't know. Because normally you just go in from the side, but if you went in from the side, you'd be able to see the groove on the top and bottom of the piece of wood, which I don't want to do. But this was my first one. If you can see, it didn't go very well. It's still going to be, because it's going to be glued along with the others, but yeah, it's not great. It's okay from the front though, as you can see. It still looks like a bit of pallet wood. This one, however, was my second one, which there looks best. Now look in there, perfect slot, and the 6mm fits in there nicely. So we've got two. I have the top and the bottom, because they were all the way through, but the sides are going to have to intersect. Oh, I tell a lie. This was my third one. As you can see, that one went alright, but it was the first one going in the middle, so I was a bit out of track, but didn't create any holes on the outside, so that's all that matters. Then you can see the drawer that pulls out. And that's another thing I want to do tonight. I want to put a bit of ply on the top, so it's then used as... can be used as a bed. Not that it's going to be used, but you know, just another job out of the way. And there's one bit of foam, the other bit's in the cab, because I was testing it out on the bench seats just to check it was the right height, nice and comfy, and it is, because my last one I made 40 centimetres high, mainly because the diesel tank was under it, which then was too high anyway, and then you added
I only put a 50mm cushion on. Then you had a 50mm cushion and it was like really high. So yeah, 300mm base with 100mm foam makes 400mm bench seat, and that is a good height to sit at with 100mm foam. That's medium density foam for the reason of it's going to be used as a bed and a seat. So in the middle I went. The slats on the bench seats, they hinge up. Yeah, just because that was the easiest way to do it and what made most sense, because you've got the wheel arches in there, so you couldn't really put drawers and crap in there because, well, they would have been about that shallow. At least you can stuff things down if you need to. Yeah. Oh, I also had to move the diesel heater vent from the bench seat because it got in the way of the drawer to underneath the cooker. It just pokes out on that bit of wood there, so the door's going to be next to the bit of wood. So it will look different, but it has its reasons for being there. And then these are going to be tiled in white, sort of metro subway tiles, whatever you want to call them. But yeah, it's all very exciting, and I'm hoping that it's going to be, you know, other than sort of, I still got to do all the in-cupboard lights and LED strips, but that can wait for now. But yeah, if I get the building done, the overhead cupboards, all the doors, drawers, what else have I got? Tiles, I've got to do the sink insert here, gas locker and diesel heater box, and then the trim. And once all that's done, then it will look finished. It's just in cupboard lighting, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, so back here I've now painted the last bit of the cladding that was there and put the rope on there. I've built the overhead cupboard to go up there. I've finished the sliding door, top, bottom, all looks nice, all lacquered, all painted. And then there is an overhead cupboard. And there's a little wire hanging out here, which is for this little switch here. And that will, yeah, just do the under counter lights, which is going to be an LED strip this time. And then if you come over here, as you can see, if I turn on a light, I did the top of the bulkhead. It's going to be painted to that bit of cladding there, so it matches roughly. I mean, it's about 10mm out because the curve of the van takes away, well, takes longer, takes more bits of cladding, shall I say, than just going straight up. But hope you get that, because that was very badly explained. And then over here, if you take a look here, as you can see, that's all painted green and follows the contour, but there will still be rope up against Hessian and then corner trim stained dark. All the corner trim is going to be stained dark. There's going to be corner trim around there, corner trim around there, corner trim around there, around the recess boxes. And yeah, so it's really coming together. It's really coming together. Then it's Christmas, then New Year's, so this should be finished. I reckon there's about a solid week or two worth of work. Oh, I also got all the, oh yes, almost forgot to show you. So over here I got this table which pulls out a whole meter to accommodate the two people sat next to the sliding door. And then you've got the single seat here. I understand, yes, you'd be trapped when the table's out, but it is a rolling table, so you know, it only pulls out to just past the cooker, and then you could just push it back a half the size. Well, it shouldn't be too much of a deal, you know, if you plan for it. You've got to work with the space you've got in vans, really. And then here, this drawer pulls out. Not that you can actually see this drawer yet. So I'll point you down there. There's a massive drawer I just pulled out from over there. So that just pulls out. And then this lifts up and you can get to all the whatever you got stored under there. But then when this is down, the two back bits of foam on the bench seat, so the two backs, they both come down. This is just the off-cut foam. The other stuff's at my mum's, and I'm going to upholster it with her because she has a bit of experience doing that sort of stuff. But yeah, so lots been happening. yeah, pretty much. Oh, I've got white tiles to go in the kitchen. I've got a varnish and linseed oil, a couple of last bits, and then I've got to do the doors, trim, and I've got, did I just say I've got white tiles for the kitchen? I like Metro subway tiles, the ones that are offset. I'm just going to do 2 layers high, so just like a splashback all the way around. And yeah, put that cupboard up and then put some LED strips in, and that's literally the last job. So trim, tiles, doors and LED strips. So yeah, not too much to do. That's why I reckon I can get it done in like by mid-January, and then, well, we'll see when it sells, shall we? That will be starting, you know, people might be looking to get cheaper vans before they're in season for the summer. But we'll see. Maybe it'll have to sell in March, which is very inconvenient. But it is what it is, you know. You've got to work with what you got to work with. If I show you here as well, one last bit. So if I point you down here, you can see the fridge is now on a drawer. So this pulls out, and then its chest, like so. And then it just slides away again. So yeah, lots of drawers and doors and stuff like that. But I've really enjoyed doing this van, but I need a bit of a break because I've been working like, I don't know, mostly 10-hour days, but working quite late, to be honest. So yeah, if I have a bit of a break and then bash out a week or so, and then it'll be done, ready for sales. So if any of you are interested in spending a lot of money on a camper van, then get in touch. But I think it's pretty boring. It's just me talking, explaining what I've just done over the last 4 or 5 days constantly. So if you did like the video, I'd appreciate a like, but yeah, I could understand if it was a bit boring. But the next video is I hope you liked the last video, which was the van meet. I hope you like the van. Comment what you think below, if you like it, if you'd change anything about it, and if you like the video, if it was a bit boring. I could totally understand if it was very boring. And stay tuned and subscribe for the next build though, because that, as I say, will be proper build videos again, because I'll have time. As I say, this van has taken me 2 months to get to this stage, pretty much bang on. So I'm pretty happy with 2 months work. I wanted to get it done a bit quicker, but when you consider what goes into it, including all the painting and shuffling bits around and working on a muddy driveway and stuff, things take longer. If I had a workshop, I reckon it could be done in a month, but without a workshop, you're struggling. Anyway, been talking for 7 minutes, so I best get off this camera and go do some more productive stuff. So, as I say, subscribe, like the video, comment down below, and I'll see you in the next video.